Welcome back, everybody. You are watching TTBurger Game Reviews here on YouTube, and I am Tony, bringing you more game reviews here, and we are continuing my Smuggler's Run series review, and this is episode 143, part 2 of 2. We got a lot to talk about here, but those of you who missed what happened in episode 143, part 1 of 2, here you go, a TTBurger recap to show you all what you missed. As I took a look at the original Smuggler's Run for the PlayStation 2, which was a launch title, released in the year 2000 for the PlayStation 2, gave it a 7 out of 10 because while it was a good game, it did have some problems with the handling of the vehicle and the fact that it seemed kind of short and stuff like that, and that the border patrol could gang up on you and just pretty much cost you the mission and stuff like that, and of course with you can dash stuff at the vehicle, it cost you the mission as well. So it wasn't as polished as it should have been, but it was understandable because it was a launch title, but still more could have been done with it, is what I'm trying to say. But now we're gonna zoom ahead a couple years later on the PlayStation 2. We're gonna take a look at the sequel to Smuggler's Run, and we have it right here, made by Rockstar and Angel Studios. This is Smuggler's Run 2: Hostile Territory, exclusive to the PlayStation 2. And Smuggler's Run 2: Hostile Territory is a definite improvement over the original Smuggler's Run. They took a lot of the problems that were in the first game, fixed them, and you pretty much got yourself a much better game in the end. It still has some problems here and there with a couple of things, but it's not gonna get taken off that many points, is what I'm trying to say. And the story is basically the same song and dance as it was last time, where you're pretty much a smuggler, working for some company, smuggling items and returning them and stuff like that, and trying to avoid the border patrol and stuff. And it's basically what it is. This time the story is much deeper due to FMV cutscenes, which actually look pretty good. I was surprised that they did FMV scenes for this, because back around this time, the FMV cutscenes era with the live action actors were kind of going away. But Smuggler's Run 2 still did this, and this was really impressive there, because me being a fan of those full motion video like games like that, I was happy to see this there. And it pretty much explains the story a lot better. And there's more voice acting, more dialogue and stuff too. It definitely makes the story more interesting and darker too. And which not darker, it's a deeper story. I'm trying to say it's a deeper story because there's more to it, is what I'm trying to say. And then after that, we pick a vehicle, and then you have a lot of vehicles to choose from, like a buggy, a Honda, which is kind of like a Jeep and stuff, that a pickup truck, and more, and there are tons and tons of vehicles to choose from. Tons of them. It's when I mean tons, there's tons of vehicles here. And you'll want to unlock them and stuff too, and there's over 20 missions stuff too to play, so there's a lot more to it too. Although some missions will be a little bit difficult still, but I'll get to that later. But as you look at the game's presentation, the game's graphics do look better. Sure, some areas have dark lights with it because of the weather effects and stuff. That's understandable, but the graphics do look better. They're not as dull and bland looking as they were in the last game and stuff. Here they actually look better, and just more care and effort went into it and stuff, because they improved a lot on the sequel and stuff when it comes to the presentation here, along with these CG cutscenes. What's the live action cutscenes look great too, and the frame rate is very smooth too. In fact, the frame rate is still smooth throughout the entire game. So you like games with smooth frame rates, here you go. It's just like with the Knolla series, the frame rate is very smooth. I know those are two different types of games, but I'm just saying there. But getting back on track, you're and yeah, you also have weather effects too, like rain and stuff like that, and the wind blowing too, and it feels more realistic. It feels more realistic, definitely. And that's pretty much what I say about the graphics. Now it's the sound. Sound is great. I love the sound. Mainly the acting. The acting in the game is great, especially in the FMV cutscenes and the briefings like that. The acting is much better, and you can take it more seriously too. Yes, I know the acting wasn't as bad in the first game, but still. It wasn't that bad in the first game, but still it came off a little bit happy and hokey and stuff, and just here, it's better sound, and it actually sounds more realistic, and it's definitely much better, in my opinion, definitely. So, just saying there that the sound is definitely much better, and the music is actually, you got a variety of music, you got those pop, electronic hip-hop tunes, along with some serious action-based tunes that you can use in a serious action movie and stuff like that. So that's good too. A big variety in the music, definitely. and just a lot of music, a lot of music here and stuff, a lot of acting, just definitely a little plus there. But now getting into the gameplay. The gameplay is solid, fantastic, without some of its problem stuff, but such. But most of the gameplay is solid, fast-paced, and very action-like. Once again, like I said, you're a smuggler delivering items, stuff like that, or you're trying to like chase somebody and stuff like that. There's a big variety of missions there, a big variety of stuff like racing opponents, stuff like that, or like trying to like take items and stuff like that and smuggling them and bring them to the back to your destination stuff. You actually chase down people and try and like destroy the vehicle to stop them and stuff and more and more. And of course, like, the controls are a little bit better too. Like, I mean, I was a little disappointed that you couldn't use the D-pad this time to use the vehicle, but it feels more balanced stuff like that. I mean, the controls were good, but they felt loose and stuff like that with the way the vehicle handled. But here, the vehicles do handle better, and the controls are smoother here too. So they did improve a lot on this as well. And of course, you got the border patrol here, but sadly, the border patrol is still very, very aggressive and ruthless. Not as ruthless as they were in the last one, because they actually give you time to breathe for that, because you have like special items you can use for your certain vehicles. Like the buggy has like super boost, and like the Honda, the D1 or whatever you call it, is got like oil slick to like back them off you and stuff. But yeah, like, it's hard to avoid them, and you will be pretty much running for your life without trying to get attacked. And like they will take you down, and they'll blow you up even with the return health again and stuff. They're still pretty ruthless, and I'm not glad they're still pretty ruthless there. So yeah, just be warned, it's not going to be a pretty sight when they start ganging up on you again. But that's just me though. And yes, like I said, the game is longer, and you have some longer missions, but it still feels a little short in my opinion though. And you'll pretty much beat it about like a little bit long. It took about like, I don't know, about 7 hours all this time, but still, that's actually better. But like, just still like more. If I feel like the game could have been longer, even with the variety and stuff, just like you felt like more could have been done. That's what I'm trying to say. But aside from that, there really isn't much else to say. I mean, it's still a solid sequel, definitely worth owning in your collection too. And I've actually mentioned also a GameCube version called Smuggler's Run Warzone, which is pretty much like the GameCube version, but I don't have anything to say about the GameCube version. I never played it because I knew it was the same game, because the cover art is the same, just different titles. So yeah, like, it's just basically the GameCube version of Smuggler's Run 2, just with a different subtitle. What I'm trying to say, and I know nothing about it. So if anyone knows about how it's like, feel free to tell everyone in the comments down below. And aside from that, there's not really much else to say. I mean, like, it's a fun game, definitely much better than its predecessor. And while it's still a little short though and stuff, there's more variety of missions like that, and just better handling the wheels for that. Everything is just better about this game. So what's there to say here? My final thoughts here are, definitely pick up Smuggler's Run 2 Hostile Territory. It's definitely worth owning in your collection of PS2 games. Definitely if you like games where you like use vehicles and stuff too. And that's just me there and stuff. So yeah, it's just worth owning in your collection. If you want the game, definitely pick it up. It's worth owning. Due to the complaints I have with the game, I won't be giving it a perfect 10, but a 9.5 out of 10 is the best score to give it. It's a fantastic game, definitely worth owning in your collection. Hell, I do recommend both of these games. I mean, they're both fun. This one came off as a little shallow and dull, and more could have been done with it, but still, it's still a fun game. This one here I definitely recommend the most, but both these games are worth owning in your collection if you want some Smuggler's Run action with like buggies and SUVs and Jeeps and more. Definitely worth owning in your collection for both these. And that's pretty much what I gotta say here for episode 143. Episode 144 will be up soon. What will come of that, you'll have to find out and see. Which all I gotta say, like what you see here, subscribe, like the video, comment down below. Like the videos actually, comment down below. And join my Discord group, TTBurger Gamers United, because I'm always looking for more people to join. Which all I gotta say is Tony, peace and out, have a great day, and see you all in the next episode. What will it be? You'll have to find out. That's all I gotta say. Peace out, everybody.